Hey guys, what's up? Sectatron here from OneHive Gazette, here with the next video, and this one's talking about the update. Now that we've had a little bit of time to see how it's affected the game, I'm going to be going through the Town Hall levels, talking about how they've changed a little bit, what the current attack strategies that are getting the job done are. This video is going to be only Town Hall 9 attacks as the background attacks, and that's because all the Town Hall 10 3-stars I'm saving for a attack strategy video, so be looking for that very soon. A Town Hall 10 attack strategy that should be able to help you Town Hall 10s get the 3-star a little bit more than maybe in the past. But yeah, we've seen some stuff that I hadn't predicted. I thought this update would affect the game a little bit differently, but I was surprised at how things are shaping up, and I'm definitely pretty happy with what I'm seeing. So like I said, I'm just going to go through, talk about it, and possibly commentate on a few of these attacks. I do have quite a few attacks to show, so we might kind of transition into going through Town Hall 9 specifically. But basically, the background attacks for Town Hall 9 are going to be some of these new attacks with witches and P.E.K.K.A.s, but also probably the most common one that we see still is the air attacks. Hogs actually haven't been, they're kind of second class or taking the back seat to air attacks. Hogs have not been as popular, even though we did have a ways back, we did have the giant bomb update that took away that 1.5 damage to Hogs. Still don't see them that much, not nearly as much as air attacks, and we're starting to see P.E.K.K.A.s and witches even make their way into the scene as well to take away even more attention from those Hogs. So interesting there at Town Hall 9, although I want to start specifically at Town Hall 11 because this update was supposed to be all about the Town Hall 11s. It was supposed to, it was adding all these new level troops. It was adding a few buffs to troops in general. We were really, expecting to see possibly Town Hall 11 3-stars, and I think there's probably not been enough time, and I'll have to revisit this topic in the future, but I don't think there's been enough time to see Town Hall 11 3-stars emerge. Now, obviously, the buff wasn't enough to make them, easy. They're nowhere near the Town Hall 10 possibility or the Town Hall 9 possibility for 3-stars, which are both pretty viable, and I'll get to those in a minute. But Town Hall 11 really isn't a 3-star game still, and I think that's okay. We don't necessarily want to see every Town Hall level in the game be equal. We want to see the top levels be harder to 3-star. That way it has a little more variation in the war. We see Town Hall levels there's more strategy, I guess is what I'm saying. We see people using their attacks more strategically. Town Hall levels varying a little bit. We still want to see 3-star attempts, don't get me wrong, but we still want to see at the same time a little bit of variation in strategy and stuff. So Town Hall 11 I don't think has to be that much of a 3-star game, although it would be nice to see some possibilities, especially on some lower level Town Hall 11s that might only have the level 1 Eagle and not maxed out point damage. So basically for Town Hall 11, I've seen a few 3-stars on kind of weak bases, which I think is probably where it should be. If you have a weak Town Hall 11 base, like the base design is bad, there should be a solid chance at a 3-star. A good anti-3-star Town Hall 11 base, if we have anti-3-star bases, the bases just tend to be kind of a mix between anti-2 and anti-3 because 2-star attempts are so common. But a good Town Hall 11 base in general should be very difficult to 3-star. I don't think we want to see, perfect wars in these CWL matchups or anything. That would kind of throw things upside down. And if those emerged, we'd see so many ties and stuff being. There's no way to decide it because there's no percentage if it's all 3-stars. So we want to stay very far away from that possibility. We want to see a number of bases not 3-starred, and because of that, I think Town Hall 11 is pretty good. They did add quite a bit of new things, but it was very, very difficult to 3-star to begin with, and this update's not going to change that. I think we're still seeing, consistent Town Hall 11s being left 1-starred or 2-starred, and I don't think there's any more changes needed really. And for those of you Town Hall 11s, I know you guys don't want to spend all your time dipping on Town Hall 10s, but there are, I think we might start to see with time some Town Hall 11 3-star attempts emerge, and that would be nice to see, and I think everyone would appreciate that, especially the Town Hall 11s. So transitioning into Town Hall 10 now, this was the Town Hall level that I'm worried about, or I was worried about once I heard about what the update was going to entail, because I thought, there's nothing really being added to Town Hall 10 besides a few small troop buffs, and it's not going to do anything for Town Hall 10, which is very difficult to 3-star. But we've seen so many more Town Hall 10 3-stars, and I don't know what to accredit that to. I think, the balloons dropping faster initially makes it a lot easier, or not a lot easier, but it does do something, the balloon buff. Town Hall 11s can donate their max troops, so then the level 6 golem, I guess, is something. There's that level 3 bowlers, but we had those already, so you kind of have to decide what you want to bring in your CC. But there's a little help from the Town Hall 11s in terms of higher level troops. I think the witches, I would like to say witches helped out, but we don't see many witch 3-stars at Town Hall 10. It's mainly the Bow La Lunatacs, which we'll see in a few in like 12, 16 hours when I upload that video. So be looking for that one. That's the attack strategy. But that's the main thing we're seeing. And I think it's a combination of people practicing more, having more opportunities, and the small buff to balloons. I think that's the only troop change that affects that attack strategy. I don't think they, altered lava hounds or anything. They might have, I guess it's possible they snuck a change in that we didn't see yet, but for what I know, they haven't changed much besides the balloons. Dragons aren't being used much, P.E.K.K.A.s aren't being used much, witches aren't being used much at Town Hall 10. So anyway, that being said, it's not that easy to 3-star at Town Hall 10. It's still pretty difficult, more difficult than Town Hall 9, which it should be. I think as you go up from Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 10, it should be a little more difficult to 3-star. Same thing once you go to Town Hall 11, it should be that much more difficult to 3-star at Town Hall 11. I think that's the best way for it to be. So it's getting closer, but we need a little more balance. I'd like to see a small change to miners. Don't make them as powerful as they were, but just make them relevant again. We haven't seen miner attacks, and that update basically eradicated them. I'd like to see them come back a little bit. That would be a nice little touch for Town Hall 10. I think it's getting closer, but we need a little more from Supercell to help Town Hall 10 out. But anyway, I'm super happy with the update in terms of Town Hall 10. It seemed to have had an effect. I'm not sure what it was, but something is better at Town Hall 10, and I think I'm happy to be a 10. I think that's a good place in the game to be right now. Town Hall 9, though, do have to talk about that as well. And it was funny because before the update, and maybe even after, we were seeing Town Hall 9s not being cleared. I'm not sure where that trend came from. I don't remember there ever being a good cause for it, but at some point, even though the hogs came back, even though Town Hall 9 should have been on paper an easy 3-star level, we saw Town Hall 10s having to dip consistently, even in the CWO wars. Obviously, there are exceptions to that, but that was a huge trend I saw, and for whatever reason, there were just 3-4 Town Hall 9s not being 3-starred. Now we're seeing even more of an arsenal at Town Hall 9. There's so many different attacks that work. You can still use Valks. You can still use Hogs. You can use air attacks are very common. I'd say air attacks are the most popular, as I hinted at earlier in this video, with lava hounds, balloons, those kind of things. But now we're seeing P.E.K.K.A.s, they might have a use even more so. They already were, somewhat popular, but P.E.K.K.A.s now have a use. Witches, you saw a few witch attacks already in this video, just in the background. They're starting to be used, but we still have dragons, and they have got that buff, so we might see some more dragon attacks. Pretty much every troop at Town Hall 9 is being engaged in some way, which is awesome to see. We love seeing all these diverse attacks, baby dragons as well. Look into your barracks, and you can see pretty much every troop has a use in war at Town Hall 9 right now, which is awesome to see. I think the update made it a little bit easier to 3-star, and in an ideal world, should it be a little harder to 3-star at Town Hall 9? Possibly, you could argue either way, but it's nowhere near being in any danger. I don't think it's obviously too easy. It's in a pretty good place right now, and I think I'm happy to see that. So overall, this update I think worked out pretty well. Town Hall 9 still in a good place. Town Hall 10 getting there. It's in a solid place right now. In Town Hall 11, it's still a little screwed up, to be honest. It always has been. But at the same time, we might see some Town Hall 11's 3-stars start to emerge. And if they do, my channel should be one of the first to show it, hopefully. But hope you guys enjoyed your Christmas if you celebrated it, and I should have the iTunes gift card giveaway as well as the survey results coming out soon. So stay tuned for that. I'll get to that as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching, and we should be back to some more daily uploads over the next few days. See you guys in the next video. Bisectatron out.